Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another reaction to Classroom of the Elite Season 2, Episode 12. Well, last episode, Ryuen has finally, he's pushing extremely hard to figure out the mastermind is, and he is holding nothing back at this point. He found a little blind spot in the surveillance of the school. He wasn't a complete blind spot, but he made it a blind spot by covering up the camera that was covering the area that he's currently in. And he's using that area to currently torture Karuizawa to try to get information out of her of who the mastermind is. And his method of doing that is literal torture. He was waterboarding her. He poured water on her while it's cold enough temperatures to easily get hypothermia. And it seems like he's going to go even farther because he was like dragging her around. He pulled out a pocket knife and he says he's doing this for pleasure at this point. So it's only going to get worse for Karuizawa if she doesn't spill the beans, so I hope she does spill the beans or Ayana Koji somehow is able to find out one way or another and he gets over there and helps her out. So I don't know how it's going to go. I just really hope Karuizawa can actually be happy by the end of the season because it's been a rough one this entire time. But yeah, with that, let's get into it and find out what happens. There'll be two versions of this reaction. There'll be the timer-based version, want to sync up your own video player to that. Or if you want to stay on this video, there'll be a smaller version of my own video player on the other side of the screen for you. Without further ado, let's get into Classroom of the Elite Season 2, Episode 12. Force without wisdom falls of its own weight. Alright. How much more torture do I have to freaking watch? We're not done yet! They bought a lot of freaking water bottles.
いい加減楽になれよ軽井沢これ以上苦しむ必要はないさ誰も助けに来る気配はないお前は黒幕に見捨てられたんだよ
I mean, yeah, that's kind of true in a way. At least that's he didn't completely say that. He said that if something happens to you, he will still protect her. But I don't know if she'll remember that one part because she was already sad enough about the whole situation of not being useful to him anymore in the first place. We'll see if she holds out faith for the boy. And we'll also see how the hell he gets out of karaoke to go save her. And once he is revealed, I mean, is Ryuen gonna like spill the beans to the whole school that so everyone will now know that Ayano Koji is the super smart kid in Class D? Or will he keep it a secret, or Ayano Koji will force him to keep it a secret in some way? I mean, the rest of his entourage, Ryuen's entourage, needs to be freaking dealt with too because they're implicit in torture. I mean, the short-haired girl, she's at least doesn't seem happy about it, but she's still, playing her part, even if she's kind of being coerced into it. So she's not much better, even if she is slightly better than the other three. But yeah, they all need to be freaking given a good beating. Oh boy, now he's getting violent. Oh god.
見ちゃいられない
なあ軽井沢戦場試験の時なぜ平田に呼び出されたお前のところに真鍋たちが現れたと思う黒幕が仕組んだからだ
It's actually true.
最初から利用されるために
It was actually true. He's not wrong.
そして今奴はお前を切り捨てた助けは来ない
そんなのってない
I hate to say it, but that is true. The part of him abandoning you isn't completely true.
あいつが守ってくれるって
助かる方法はたった一つだわかるな
名前
そうだ黒幕の名前を言えば楽になるそうすればお前には一切手出ししない だが言わないなら容赦はしねえ。お前を徹底的に追い込み地獄に落とす。二度と学校にいられなくしてやる。さあそいつの名前を
言えば楽になる。
He's probably being truthful about that, but
私は
he's a hard one to trust, to be honest. So I wouldn't completely trust him.
言え。もう一度だ。
たとえ明日から私の居場所がなくなってしまうとしても、苦しめられ続けるとしても、絶対に言わないから。
Oh dear.
絶対に言わない。
お前を利用した黒幕をなぜかばう。
She is very loyal.
私が聞きたいよ。だけど私にだって最後までカッコつけたい。
God, he's literally holding her by the damn hair.
それでいいんだな、軽井沢。
いい。後悔するかもしれないけど、これでいい。
最後まで黒幕を売らなかったことは尊敬に
Yeah, it is.
だが残念だぜ軽井沢。お前はここで壊す。
Oh dear.
これでいいんだ。
Can we get a hero?
助かるなら悪くない。ちょっと私かっこいいじゃない。
Kind of.
私の人生
I'm just tired of seeing you suffer, though.
なかったけど、清高と組んでいろいろやってる時はちょっと楽しかった。だから悔いはないんだ。でも本当は心のどこかであいつが助けに来てくれるんじゃないか。
I hope you're right about that.
自業自得か。さようなら偽りだらけの私。
どうせカラオケやるなら罰ゲームありの点数対決だよね。
おい、聞いてないぞ。
どうしたの清高くん。
悪いな。やっぱり今日は帰る。なんかあったのか？実は昨日徹夜してて眠気が襲ってきた。
何それ？
また冬休みにでも誘ってくれ。
I guess he knows what's happening.
私に話とは何だ？綾小路。
一つ重要な情報をお伝えしようと思いまして。このままでは今日を境に D クラスは二度と上に上がれなくなりますよ。
何を言っている？
今頃龍炎が軽井沢を呼び出して
You are
面白い
correct.
ショーを始めていることでしょうね。
なんだと？
龍炎に壊された軽井沢は退学を選択するでしょう。そうすれば D クラスの昇格も危うい。
お前の魂胆は読めたぞ。私を動かして軽井沢を助けさせるつもりか？
協力をお願いしたら受けてくれますか？
調子に乗るなよ。この学校では教師は生徒同士の問題には安易に介入しない。
断っていいんですか？
何が言いたい？
She's literally being tortured.
先生に何かしてほしいと言ってるわけじゃない。
何？
見届けませんか？この一件の結末を。
How are you gonna resolve it?
お待たせしました。
堀北学。どういうことだ？元生徒会長に龍炎たちを止めさせるとでも？
違いますよ。俺が依頼されたのはあくまで事後処理です。
それと先に手を出したのが C クラスだと万一の時に証言してもらうという。
Well, that would be true.
いいだろう綾小路。だが例の約束は忘れるな。
ええ、あなたの妹を生徒会に入れることへの助力です。
Oh, very interesting.
分かっているならいい。
Wow, I'm surprised the brother's actually trying to help her out with that.
何を考えている？一体どうやってこの件の始末をつける気だ？
彼は一人で戦争を終わらせるつもりなん
And
だ。
how's he gonna do that?
なんだと？龍炎たちを単独で抑え込む策があるとでも言うのか？
I'm interested. Alright. Our first obstacle.
Don't panic. I'm the one you are seeking for.
He only speaks English, huh?
残念だぜ、軽井沢。お前はここで壊す。
さようなら、偽りだらけの私。
We're just in time.
なんであいつが？
うん。
清とこ。
綾野浩二。
遅くなって悪かったな、軽井沢。
Had to set up the stage.
どうして来たの？
約束しただろ。お前に何かあれば必ず助けると。軽井沢からメールをもらった。助けてほしいってな。つまり、俺がお前たちの探し求めてた人間だ。
バカバカしい。こいつはただの間抜けなお人よし。無人島の時だって犯人の私を疑いもせず。
無人島の試験でお前のデジカメは故障していた。
なんでそれを？
Because I broke it.
壊したのは
Yeah.
俺だ。証拠が残らないよう水を使った。
さっきまでの恐怖が消えたな。なるほどな。お前が D クラスの黒
Nope.
幕か。
Out in the open
だ
now.
が綾野浩二、もしお前が黒幕だとしてだ。俺には悪手に見えるぜ。この一件でお前が取るべき最善策は軽井沢を見捨てることだった。
But I made a promise.
一人で敵中に飛び込んでどう乗り切るつもりだ？見せてみろよ。どんな策を用意してきた？
策？そんなものはない。
ああ？
俺はただ軽井沢を迎えに来ただけだ。
Okay then.
おいおい、もう少し遊んでけよ。たかをくくってんじゃねえのか？こっちが無茶をしないと。
待って、やめて。
Hey, hey, no violence.
暴力はこの世で最も強い力だ。どれだけ小細工しようとも、暴力の前には屈するしかない。
So what's the plan? I mean, he said he doesn't have one, but he does.
二度と反抗する気も起きないよ。
He always has a plan.
お前をここで叩き潰す。それで D クラスは終わりだ。
どうやら交渉の余地はなさそうだな。
さあ、この窮地をどう乗り切るか見せてくれよ。
素朴な質問なんだが、今の俺は
Oh boy.
この場にいる4人じゃ、俺は止められない。
Okay.
石崎。
悪く思うなよ、綾野浩二。
Oh boy.
石崎。
Now Albert. All right. We'll fight violence with more violence.
嘘でしょ。あんたたち遊んでるんじゃないの？
I mean, we saw his his physical abilities when he teed off against the student council president. God damn.
あの浩二。
来るなら叫ぶなよ。
Oh shit. Well, 2 down. 2 left.
どうやら 想定以上らしいな。
綾野浩二がこんなに。
まだ気づかないか。暴力で決着をつけるこの状況は俺が作り出したものだ。
あ
俺が本気で正体を隠すつもりなら最初から真鍋を利用したりしない。お前は計画通りに全てを動かした気でいたかもしれないが、
あ、俺の手のひらであえて泳いでみせたぞ。
そう見せかけてこっちが泳がせてたんだよ。
なるほど。舞台に上げられたのはこっちだったらしい。どうする伊吹。
Are you still gonna fight?
あんたも綾野浩二もムカつけ。よくわかんないけどムカつけ。
I guess that's a good enough reason to fight. Oh. One shot. Put her down gently at least. That's nicer than the other two.
それしたぜ、綾野浩二。
まだ冷静でいるのはさすがだな、龍炎。
暴力の勝敗を決めるのは何も腕っぷしだけじゃない。
And now the final showdown. Ooh.
やるな龍炎。
面白えな。たまらねえよ。
He really likes fighting, doesn't he?
俺にとっちゃ全てがゲームだ。他のクラスを潰すのも黒幕を引きずり出すのもな。
Throwing ladders?
もっと楽しませてくれよ、綾野浩二。
武道を習っていた動きじゃない。修羅場で磨かれた独学の戦闘スタイル。
He's self-taught then.
それだけの実力があってなんで表に出て戦わない。
こっちにもいろいろある。
そうかよ。
Damn, he's literally choking him out.
引きずり出してやる。
He does not fight fair.
勝てると思ってるのか。
負けねえと思ってんのかよ。
Ooh, that was a clean hit.
悪いな。負けるのは想像つかない。
この場ではお前が勝つかもな。だが明日は、明後日はどうだ。
繰り返せばいずれ勝てると。
なあ、四六時中どこからでも狙ってやる。
負けることが怖くないのか。
Oh, okay. Got an armbar.
恐怖なんて俺にはないのさ。一度も感じたことがない。恐怖と優越は表裏一体。紙一重の世界にありやがる。この世界は
What the hell?
暴力によって支配され、
Jesus Christ, that's brutal.
この世の実力は暴力の強さで決まる。この悟りを覆すような存在があるとするなら、それは死だけだろう。
God, so you were insane even when you were a kid.
俺に恐怖はない。だが常人は痛みを知れば、それが恐怖へと変わる。
ならその痛みってやつを教えてもらおうか。
望むならいくらでもな。
I mean, he's blocking pretty good, but I mean, those hits gotta be landing somewhat.
分かってきたか。
Those are good knees.
お前の言う恐怖ってやつが本当に呼び起こされるのか試してるんだが。
You never experienced the White
あい
Room.
にくと何もないな。
そうかよ。
Ooh. That was a clean punch.
お前普通じゃねえな。それだけの力を持ちながら雑魚を見下して生きるのは気持ちよかったが。
そんなことは考えたこともない。
なわけあるかよ。
Damn.
も
Ooh.
ういいさ、龍炎。
Oh boy. Full mount. Ground and pound. Now we got strip UFC
お前は
grappling.
恐怖を感じたことがないと言っていたな。
そうさ。
Oh boy.
だがそれだけだ。
Oh, he's not even defending himself anymore.
俺は何度でも食らいつく。いつどこにいても隙を見つければ仕掛けてやる。そして最後に勝つのは俺だ。
God damn, dude. He can take a punch.
優越を味わえよ。勝利は目前だぜ。綾野コーディ。
God, he's like taking like 10 punches straight.
お前の感情
It's like 15 now. What the hell, man?
喜びか怒りか苛立ちか俺に教えてくれよ。
Same face.
お前はさっきから何を
I
言
don't
ってる
feel
んだ。
emotions.
こんなつまらない作業で心は動かない。感情が覗くはずもない。
God damn. Okay, I think you punched him enough. That looks like fear.
ああ、それだ龍炎。
Yeah, that was a freaking hammer fist. Well, he knows what fear feels
見
like
えた
now.
みたいだな。自分の中にも恐怖が存在することが。
Alright, Karizawa, let's go home. I hope you're not traumatized from that.
清ったか。
ずいぶん辛い状況で待たせてしまったな。
大丈夫。寒くてちょっと感覚なくなってきたけど。
俺に幻滅したか。
当たり前でしょ。最初から騙してたんだから。
そうだな。ならどうして龍炎に売らなかった。
自分のため。ただそれだけ。
Well, that's as good a reason as any.
今は何も考えなくていい。確かなことは、今日この瞬間、お前を縛る呪縛はなくなったってことだ。お前を傷つけたのは俺だ。許してくれとは言わない。ただ一つ覚えておいてくれ。今日のように、お前に何かあれば、俺は必ずお前を助けに来る。
That's a promise.
これでいい。
What we'll do. And that's the end. Well, I think it's safe to say Ryuen has been defeated. And now he knows what fear feels like because he met an even crazier man than him that can't feel fear or any other emotion. Well, Ayano Koji's plan was to fight violence with more violence. And it was probably the perfect strategy to defeat someone like Ryuen. So now the question is, what happens now? What's Ryuen gonna do tomorrow? And what's gonna happen to Class C? Because their leader has been completely defeated. And since he ruled with an iron fist, if he doesn't have that, like, sense of invincibility to him anymore, I don't think they're going to be able to follow him. So someone else is going to have to take over for Class C. All right. So that was Classroom of the Elite Season 2, Episode 12, and our big showdown between Mastermind Ayano Koji and Class C leader Ryuen has finally happened and has, I believe, come to a close in pretty convincing victory for Ayano Koji. Um, Ryuen, well, we thought Ryuen was dragging him into his little game, but it turned out Ayano Koji had this all planned out from the beginning, and he had Ryuen like read like a book. And Ayano Koji, he set the stage for everything to go down. He brought the teacher into it. He brought the student council president into it to make sure everything didn't go south. And then he went right into the lion's den, as Ryuen said, and kicked everyone's ass very thoroughly. And quite literally as well. He did not use any sort of like fancy plan or grand scheme that he normally concocts. He decided he's going to go in there and just beat the living shit out of him, and that's what he did. And it was pretty satisfying to watch because, I mean, Ryuen and that gang has done all sorts of bad things throughout the whole show, but none was worse than literally torturing Karuizawa, and I was glad to see them get their just desserts and very physical pain. That was nice to see, and yeah, Ryuen has been defeated, I'm pretty sure. I don't think he's going to be able to recover from that because when you rule with an iron fist and then you get your ass whooped like that, I don't think you're going to be able to rule with an iron fist anymore. So we're going to see what happens to Class C, but I would kind of expect at this point Class D is going to be able to surpass him pretty quick and be promoted, but we'll have to wait and see. But I would highly expect that to happen. And that probably means that we're going to have to move on to fighting Class B and A if we're going to reach those heights because Ayano Koji is free from having to deal with the teacher trying to force him into getting to Class A, but now he's made another deal with the student council president, and that is to help Suzune reach the student council. Like, I don't know if it reach all the ways to student council president or just get into the student council. Either way, that's still a pretty big hill to climb, and I would imagine that they're probably not going to let anyone in there that isn't in Class A. Maybe they'll let Class B people in there as well, but that probably means he's going to have to continue to help them out to reach the higher levels, and we're going to see how that plays out going forward. But for the end of this episode, Karuizawa has been saved once again by um, Ayano Koji, and the girl has been through a lot this entire season, so I'm glad to see something good happen in the end. But watching Ayano Koji just completely just destroy freaking Ryuen's face like that, even if Ryuen's a bad person, that was probably pretty traumatizing in its own way. So we'll see how well she recovers from it, and we'll see how she treats Ayano Koji going forward as well. But yeah, either way, it seems like the big battle with Class C has finally come to an end, and I can't wait to see what happens next for Class D. So with that, thank you everyone for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed and want to see more. This has been Classroom of the Elite Season 2, Episode 12, and I will see you all in the next one. Goodbye.